down in front of our computers, watching television, reading books, which has added a lot of stiffness to our upper backs, our necks, which can contribute to headaches and migraines. So today I'm going to go through a couple of exercises to get us moving, decrease that stiffness, decrease that muscle tension, so that we can help to decrease our headaches and migraines. Hi, I'm Dr. Beth, osteopath here from Melbourne Headache Solutions. So, when we are sitting for long periods of time, a lot of people get into this slumped posture, which is not good. We're in front of our computers in this rounded posture. When we're watching television, again, we get into this nice rounded posture, which creates a lot of tension in through the upper back and shoulders. So, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to help stretch out those muscles around the back here to take away some of that tension from your neck and shoulder region. So, we're going to do an eagle arm stretch. And if you do yoga, then you know all about it. So we're going to cross one arm over the other arm. If you're flexible enough, we're going to try to touch the palms together. If you're not flexible enough, then you just put the back of the palms together. So we put the palms together and then we lift the elbows up towards the ceiling, okay? So this helps to separate the shoulder blades out away from one another, and it stretches out the muscles of the back, and particularly our rhomboid muscles and our rotator cuff muscles at the back there. This is an excellent stretch and it feels lovely. Muscles that we don't usually stretch particularly well. So we stay here for about 30 seconds to a minute. Excellent. So remembering that we've got two sides, so then we cross the other arm over the top. Again, aiming for palm to palm. If you're not that flexible enough, go for back of the hands together, and then we lift the elbows up towards the ceiling from the front. It looks like this. Okay, again, stay there for 30 seconds to a minute. And again, excellent. Stretching all around this area here, which is very good for you. So, we've just stretched the back, now we want to stretch the front. When we're in this kind of pose, again, working on computers, then it really compresses this area here and makes it really tight in through the pecs, through there. And when we're tight through there, then it places a lot of strain through the front of the neck, and it means that the joints and the muscles of our neck, which are our headache and migraine producing joints, are going to get more dysfunctional, more tight, more stiff, and we don't want that. We want everything to be open, and we want everything to be lifted to help decrease that dysfunction through this area. So we're going to do a nice pec stretch. So one of the easiest ways that you can do that is against something like a bookcase, a door frame, anything like that, where you can rest your arm against it and it's not going to move. Don't do it against something flimsy because you don't want to push it over. Okay, don't create mess. So start with your elbow in line with your shoulder. Okay, arm at a 90-degree angle, and you're going to lean through. Okay, so you want to be feeling this stretch across the chest here. You don't want to be feeling it across the front of the shoulder. This doesn't stretch, but the chest muscle does. Your pectoral muscle does. Again, you stay here for 30 seconds to a minute. Remember that you've got two sides, so do the other arm. But the pectoral muscle has different fibers in different directions. So if you drop your elbow down, you'll get a different fiber direction. And if you lift your elbow up, you'll get a different fiber direction again. So you might find that you get a better stretch with your elbow in a slightly different direction and a slightly different height. So see how you go with your elbow at different height levels, and you might find that you get a better stretch at different levels. So go with that one. So, you've seen it before, you'll see it again. Some of my favorite exercises are neck circles, and people love it and it feels fabulous for the neck. If your neck gets too stuck, then it adds to headaches and migraines. So everybody should be doing this at all times. Lots of lovely neck circles. Big, slow and comfortable. As big as you feel comfortable doing. Okay, and remember, nice and slow. Okay, don't create any dizziness. So you do 10 in one direction, you also do 10 in the other direction, and you should be doing these many times a day. Okay, particularly if you're doing stagnant things like sitting in front of a computer screen for 8 hours a day. Okay, the other one, again, you've seen it before, you'll see it again. That's because it's a really good exercise, is shrugging your shoulders. So many headache and migraine sufferers have really tight muscles on top of their shoulders. That's because these muscles don't activate the way that they're supposed to. They're often too weak. So if we get them activating the way that they're supposed to, it actually decreases that tension in through these muscles, and it means that they don't feel that tight and that anger that you usually feel. Okay, your ribs that sit underneath here, your first and your second rib, can also get very stiff and very stuck, and that can contribute to that pain or that discomfort that you feel as well. So if we get them moving, then you feel more comfortable, which is really good. So placing your hands on your hips, you shrug your shoulders up towards your ears, and you control them down. You shrug them up, and you control them down. And we do this consistently and repetitively, okay? Again, it's a straight up and down motion. It's not a squeezing back, it's a straight up and down. And we do this many times in a row. So to begin with, aim for 60, but if you've got the hang of it, aim for 120 with 3 breaks, okay? So you're going for 40, 40, and 40. You're working the muscles on top of your shoulders, so yes, it is going to get a little bit tiring, but that's the point. You want to work these muscles in order for them to settle down. We've got 2 more to get your back moving, and it's going to help get everything looser, more free, and get you feeling much better. So now we're down onto the floor. So we got our chest open before with our pec stretch. This is another way to do it, but also to get some rotation through our body, because we're getting very stuck sitting down all the time, doing very stagnant activities. So this is called a book opener. So we lie down with our knees bent, our hips stacked, our shoulders stacked, and we open the chest. And then we close our book. We open our book, and we close our book. And we open, and we close. So, again, remembering, we have 2 sides to this. We've got 2 sides of our body. So doing 15 on one side, 15 on the other side, and doing 2 rounds of this is excellent. We're getting some rotation through the body, which is good, and we're opening out the chest. Another way to get some rotation through the body is to do what's called thread the needle. So this time we're down on hands and knees. So with this one, we keep our supporting arms straight. We inhale and we lift the arm up towards the ceiling, and we exhale and we thread the arm through. We inhale and we lift. We exhale and we thread through. As we do this though, we keep the hips still, so no wiggle bottoms. Inhale and lift, exhale and thread through. This gets a nice rotation through the body. It gets us moving, and if we're too stiff and stuck in through our torso, then this has a flow-on effect up to our shoulders, it has a flow-on effect up to our necks, and we're going to have an increase in headaches and migraines. So, see how you go with these exercises. Let me know if you need any additional help in terms of getting your body moving. But overall, the best things that you can do is just do full body exercise in general. So get out, do some walking, do some bike riding, do some moderate cardiovascular exercise, do some yoga. That's the thing that your body is actually craving. But see how you go with these exercises in adjunct to those as well, to help decrease your headaches and migraines. If you've got any questions or queries, or you need some help with any specific areas of your body, let me know. But otherwise, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks, guys.